Alright. Hello, everybody. Well, I hope your week's been going good so far since I last saw you on Monday. Mine's been... It's been going alright. Could definitely be better. But... yeah, it's been... It's been. Alright. So, yeah, I'm gonna just be making some stuff in Blender. Honestly, I'm not making this for the plan for this isn't to have something be like, oh yes, it's finally done now. Or, no, oh no, that is part of the plan. The plan for these pieces isn't to make something that's fine-tuned and looks really nice in Blender. I do want it to look somewhat nice in Blender, yeah. But the main goal is I want a actual 3D object of this that I can actually use as a reference just to figure out okay, but how is this angle gonna look? How's it gonna look from this angle? So that is the plan for today. And for my next few streams until I actually finish it. And so as an important thing, all right. Okay, right now honestly, I should have done this earlier, but I'm pretty much just kind of going to the outfit ref in Clip Studio, and I'm just going to make a basically save a duplicate of this as a just a PNG, just so I have, because when I'm gonna be making the parts, I want to be able to actually have something I can look at to figure out okay, yeah, I want it to go like that. And it'll just be easier if I have something like that. So now what I can do is, yeah, now I have it in here. Because yeah, that's something you can do in Blender. Although, no, wrong. Okay. So I kind of want to rotate it a bit. Okay. So first rotate it on the X. No, not on the X. Okay. Yeah, this first one is going to be a bit too... Okay, not the Y either, so... Maybe X would have actually been the better one. If I do it on X, but it just rotates it around X, so no. Okay, let's try Z. Okay, I do want it to be rotated around global Z. Okay. That actually looks like it's working well, yeah. Now I just want to straighten it out. Oh yeah, because X doesn't like that. Okay, there we go, Y. Yeah, no, I want it to be... Okay, it's not exactly... Like, it's getting there. Oh. And hello, Red. Okay, got your faux Bigfoot. Usually I'm getting foes of that guy for you, but yeah, well, here you got a new one. Oh, wait, no, I'm getting them from you. Wait, am I getting them for you? Well, either way. Hope you've been having a good day so far, Red. Okay, so R and then maybe... Oh, yeah, I need to get back in here. Okay, I'd say it's good enough. Okay. So first one we'll start making is the gauntlets. At the very least, this part of it. I don't really need to worry too much about the hand, because I have a perfectly good reference for how my hand would look, like for how a hand would look. I have it like right here, attached to my wrist. Okay. Sleepy days aren't too bad. I mean, they can be annoying if you want to get some stuff done, but if you just like decide to take it as a day to just relax and unwind, they're pretty nice. Okay. So we've got this. Yeah, no, I can only... do not want to try and... Yeah, I'm just gonna have to ignore the big empty space over here. But, alright. So, if we start with the gauntlets, then it'll be best if I start with a cylinder mesh. Then I can just tweak it, squeeze certain parts, stretch other parts out, that kind of stuff. Okay. Alright, I think 32 vertices is good, and yeah, and I don't really need to worry about the like general size of it. Yeah, it can be like 2 meters for now, that doesn't matter. But I think I do want to squeeze it in a bit. How is 0.5 meters? Okay, 0.5 meters seems like it's a much better size to work with. Alright. And since it's not like I'm ever going to be rendering this or anything, I don't really need to care too much about having too many vertices. And in fact, I will want I at least want it to be a multiple of 8. Because, like, shift. Because you can see here, I do want there to be like little depressions along the wrist part of it. And they're pretty much going to be 8 of them. Like you can see 3 here, and then there's 2 on the sides, and there's a 3 on the back. So by having the amount of vertices on this cylinder be a multiple of 8, then now give me some space torque. If like I can take 2 vertices here, have this be a depression, then skip 2, then these 2 vertices another depression, and so on and so forth. At the very least, that's the plan. Who knows how well it'll work, but I mean, it's something to start with. So, yeah. I'd say this is good. Alright, so let's just grab it and bring it up a bit. Okay. Alright. Okay, so let's do... Need to add this in. Okay, yeah, this would be good space, a good space for this loop cut. Because plan is like, with how the gauntlets are, they're wider at the top and then they narrow down. So my plan is to basically just kind of like expand these 2 lines out a bit, like scale them out. And then it just kind of like, well, I'll have to add a few more to just kind of have it like naturally go down. But that should help. Think. Okay, yeah, because I can have these 2 be the widest, this is a middle point, and this is back to its normal size. Okay. Now I want to go with the lines. Then Alt there. And then Shift Alt there. Okay, so we scale them out. And you can see, thanks to having those loop cuts in there, it's actually a lot more contained. Of course, I don't want to be like that much. Like, I don't want it to be that steep. Although honestly, it doesn't look too bad. New. Okay. We're looking at maybe about like, I think I'll go with that size. So now we're just doing all here and scaled. Oh god. Yeah, I forget that with how Blender does it, you kind of want to be a bit further away from what you're scaling. Okay. You know, I might actually add in another loop cut here. I'd have it be kind of close to here. That way I can just select that. Just have it be a bit more natural. Yeah, that looks better. That looks like a nice natural funnel. Okay. Oh, and thinking about it, I'm going to need to have 2 more loop cuts. But around here. I don't know how... Well, okay, yeah, I think that's a good enough size. Alright. Okay. Now, this is going to be a bit of an experiment here. So if I try and extrude... Okay. Okay, it only goes... I can make it go in, or I can make it go out. Well, ignoring that. I mean, yeah, it kind of makes sense that I can only either make it extrude in or extrude out, and it is just going to be the shape of these. Okay, then in that case, now might be a time to put a modifier on here to change it a bit. Subdivision surface. Oh god. Okay, let's try that subdivision surface now. Okay, at the very least, I guess I must have extruded part of this out and then didn't really do it properly afterwards. Yeah, I mean, this just kind of... I was going to shade smooth that. Okay, that looks better except for the top. Oh, anyway. Definitely would want the top part to be a bit smoother, though. Okay, yeah, there we go. I wonder if the issue is I need to have a... Like, did that help it at all? Okay, yeah, it did. It does look a lot flatter. Which means I could probably do the same here. Oh, did not mean to do that. Okay, there we go. Much better. Okay. So now back to this. So I try and extrude it in a bit. Okay. Yeah, with the subdivision surface on, that now will actually give me the look I want. So now let's just keep doing this. Mark II. Let me turn that off now. Mark II, skip 2. 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 Mark II. Wait. Oh, oops. Okay, let me try again. Just start off skipping 1 to start, and that threw everything off. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, nice. I have 8 of them. So oh no, they all extrude in the same direction. That, oh no. I was hoping I could just have them all go inwards. Okay, it's not going to be as simple. Of course it never is. I wonder if I have it as normal. No. That doesn't change anything. Local, maybe? Nope. Still just moving them in that direction. No, even if I... Okay, I can't just escape out of doing the extrusion. It still actually changes it. God, I was hoping I could just like extrude. I was hoping that if I had all of these selected and tried to extrude at the same time, they'd be going in like their directions, but I guess that might have been a bit much to expect. Is this one already been messed with? Ah, God. And... damn it, it has. And I don't have enough undos to get past it. No, because you can see. Oh, no, it still looks. Wait, is it even? Okay, I feel like I'm going crazy. Because it feels like these parts are sunken in more than the next ones. Like, are they any more sunken in? It definitely feels like it. I wonder, is it possible to just... select all that. Actually, thinking about that. What if I just delete these two and then reform faces here? Actually, let me just try deleting one of them. Delete that face. And then if I just select these four. Actually, I might want to select these points. It still feels weird. Ugh. Okay, I think I'm better off just... I can just delete all these, stretch this down back to about here or so, and then add in another one of these. Oh, yeah, don't. Okay, actually, before I do that... yeah, just put one there. Okay. And I'll put a face back on this, because it looks weird. Okay, so now just... or maybe actually, wait to make that. Grab it, Z, and then just stretch it down about that much. Yeah, that feels about right. Okay, now we make a new face, and it's like nothing. Oh god. Oh yeah, I need to add in another one of these. and drag it all the way down here. And nope, did not mean to rotate that. Hit escape. And about that much. Okay. Yeah, looking much better. Alright, good. And now I am actually just going to save this so I don't have to go through that again if I mess up. Alright. Okay. So now that we get back to this, I guess my best bet might be to just try and figure out a specific distance I want to extrude it in, and then just do that same distance for everything else. Which, unfortunately, I think it's going to be a bit difficult for me to figure out. And because control is usually the one that you use for like doing some steps. But control just is doing it in like increments of 1 meter. Okay, shift seems to work a lot better too. Okay, yeah, shift works. Okay, 0.725 seems to have been... maybe a bit, well... Okay. So I'll try this again. Okay, wait, what? Maybe it was 0.725? Oh, yeah, it would be... Yeah, it was 0.7, okay. Alright, so let's try 0.725. And of course, do it like this. Well, okay, actually, I'll leave looking at that until later. So, again, just keep doing 0.0725. God, I wish I could just, like... There's not like a place where I could just put in a number instead, is there? Okay, actually there is here. So actually... So we'll just do extrude, do this, then 0.0725. Negative. Gotta remember the negative. Okay. Okay. I'm so glad they do have this as an option. Yeah, that's gotta go away for now. Oh, shit. Oh. Yeah, gotta remember to deselect the last two, Cyrus. I really wish I could have done all of these at the same time, but this works well enough. Because honestly, I really just wanted a way to have them all be like extruded to the same depth, and this works. Okay. So now applying that on. Okay. Yeah. That does pretty much work for what I needed it for. Although looking at it, might not be a bad idea to kind of flare out this lowest part a bit. Doesn't seem to have changed it much. Maybe I should also work, like, maybe instead I need to get both of these and kind of, okay. Yeah, I think that looks better. I wonder, can I put a... Okay, wait, did that do what I needed to do? Okay, not yet. I kind of want to see... So if I have this here, I'm just kind of scale it in a bit. Okay, how does that look? Okay, that looks a lot better. Okay. So this effectively is... Yeah, I'd say this is a rough for how the gauntlet would look. Which means... Yeah, like... looking at kind of front on like this. Yeah, front on you only really see 3 of them, whereas there are other... 1, 2, 3, 4... Okay, wait a minute. Okay, tab over here so I can do this. Faces. I want faces selected, not... Turn it off. Okay, there we go. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, no, they are 8. Just... Okay, I guess it means that honestly, depending on the angle, you'd only see like either 4 or just 3 of them, kinda. Well, by having it kind of like narrow in here right at this part, it still kind of gets across what I was going for the design, so I'm okay with that. And I guess you're seeing it head on like this. I wonder if you flip around to... okay. Okay, Blender, come on. I want to try and do a flip around. But yeah, because you can see 3 here facing head on, and then I guess you'd have 2 more kind of seen on the side. You can still only see 3 of them. So yeah, I guess technically there are 2 there just on the side. Yeah, actually making this in 3D has helped me like visualize it a lot more. So yeah, all that time spent making a donut in Blender was not worthless. But alright. Let's get that back up. Okay. So let's rename this. That one is Gauntlets. All right. Okay, so, and a nice thing is, at the very least, the gauntlets and the top parts of the greaves have basically the same shape. At the very least, they can work as a nice base while I try and figure out what the hell I'm going to do with the foot. Oh, with the shoe, I mean. Yeah. And figuring out how to make that little crystal is... well, that's going to be fun. Like, there's a reason I decided not to do anything about the hands. Again, other than the fact that I have a perfectly functioning pair of hands on my body that I can use as reference. I mean, for some of the angles, I do need to... like, try and take some... well, hope that... I can take some photos that like, get across what I'm trying to get across. But yeah, I can work with that. But yeah, figuring out how to make the shoe, and figuring out how this stuff would look from different angles. Yeah, that was a pain. But with this should help. Alright. And because they're the same, I can just do this and make a copy of it. And then actually, let me see if I can do... Okay, there we go. Just shift it along the y-axis a bit. Move you out of the way for now. Then you can come right back to the center. Alright. Now, you're not Gauntlet 2. You're not the Gauntlet, so let's just... Actually, wait, how do I spell... Okay. I need to actually look this word up. I've used it a lot, but I've never written it, or I have not written it in a while. Okay. Alright, got the proper spelling, because I would have spelled this with an I. But no, it's Greaves. I guess it would just be a Grieve, because I only have one of them here. But okay, good. Got that spelled properly. Okay. Don't know how much bigger I should make it than the Gauntlet. I mean, I guess I want to compare, like... Huh. Okay, I guess honestly it's only like right now I'm just comparing my forearm to kind of like my shin and stuff, like between the ankle and the knee, and it's only like a little bit longer than like from my elbow to my wrist, which is surprising. I mean, probably not surprising in general or surprising to people that know like the human body, but surprising to me because I didn't know that. So maybe just like only a little bit bigger. I mean, yeah, comparing these two. Okay, I wonder, where's the scale, and then in the Z, maybe about that? Okay, yeah, that works well. All right. Okay, now that I got that guy, and he's probably spaced up, let's put him over there. Okay, so now to figure out how to make a shoe. Alright, first let's take a look at what I can add. Probably none of these will actually help me. So it'll be a mesh. I mean, a cube might be a good idea. A torus is a no. I don't feel like a cone will help. I do not know if a monkey would actually be useful or not here. Circle would be good for the helmet. Oh yeah, I feel like a cube is probably my best bet for this. So let's just bring a cube out here. And let's shrink the size. Maybe about a 1 meter cube. Yeah, 1 meter I can work with and still like mess around with it. Okay, let's bring you above there so I can work on you. And actually, something that might help me is, okay, let's move you back over here. And then move you up. Okay, having that there will be useful. I think I can just turn it off when I need to focus more on the cube, but having it right there above it will help me actually like figure the stuff out. All right. Okay. So, figuring this out. You need to figure out exactly how to turn a cube into a shoe. Like, obviously part of that is going to involve rounding the corners, but I can probably do that with a... Like, listen, if I just put a subdivision surface, yeah, it just does that. So I can use the subdivision surface to mess with it. So part of it, I probably want to extrude out, like, basically decide which face is the front, where like the toe is going to come out, and then just kind of extrude part of that out. And at the very least, since it's all going to be going in the same direction, I can actually just like do a, like, I could break this up into, like, it's probably only got like 6. Yeah, it should only have like 6 faces. Yeah, it's a very basic shape. But I can set up enough. I can set up loop cuts. So I can set up a few loop cuts, vertical and horizontal, to break the face up into enough shapes that I can actually kind of like make something out of it by extruding forward with it. And like something else I can do is I can just grab in. I can just grab some of the lines and pull them and have the rest of the shape move along with it. That is a possibility. But I definitely feel like it'll be easier to do more fine details if I put some loop cuts on this. Because if I have a few loop cuts, then I can actually have kind of like a smooth slope feel to it. Well, okay. Before I forget, let's just save that. Just to lock in what I've already done. Okay, let's try and see if I can zoom through it, but... Oh no, of course I can't zoom through it. Huh. Can't even zoom through it when I'm... That's because I'm... I didn't edit perspective. Oh. Okay, I was... Okay, that explains it. Okay, no, I just can't zoom all the way through it. Interesting. Okay, actually, I think I've found a use for the empty space. Okay, slide you all the way over here. Then there we go. So now I always have it over here on this side, and I can just look at it. Okay, but back to the cube. Alright. Okay, now how many am I going to really need? That's the question here. Okay, one vertical and one horizontal will give me 4 things to work with. That won't be enough. And 2 vertical and 2 horizontal will give me 9. Still not really enough. 3 vertical and 3 horizontal. That'll give me 16. That might be enough. Oh, don't have to worry about the loops on the side or the top. But, okay. So if this... I definitely want, like... Okay, you know what I'm gonna do after this? I'm gonna look and see if there's... Like, if anyone's made, like, a basic Blender tutorial on how to make a shoe. Like, I don't need super detail, just, in general, the best way to make a shoe shape. Because I have a feeling it might be a bit more simpler than I'm, like, making happen for myself. Well, I can just reload if I screw up, so why not? Okay, I guess proportional editing doesn't apply to extrusions. That's weird, I thought it would. Okay. Okay, it does work for grab, though. And honestly, I might just be able to work with grab. Looking at it. Oof. Well, I mean, that actually does... I mean, honestly, it's not too bad. I probably want to focus more on the, like, bottom 4 squares here, but that actually works pretty well. Because, yeah, I don't really need to worry about extruding part of this. I just need to... like, I just need to move it. Huh, okay, actually, yeah, I mean... yeah, that actually works pretty well. That's actually a lot more surprising than I thought it would. Like, it looks better than I thought it would. And hello, Ginger Woman 31. Thank you for dropping by. Okay. Alright, I'll help you with your errands. And I hope you've been having a good week so far. My week's been alright. I've had a... well, I mean, it probably is kind of like a general sense of anxiety kind of thing, but... well, yeah, like I said, my week's been alright. Just say... it's the best way to describe it be a... I've been feeling like kind of a general sense of anxiety, because... yeah, I'm just waiting to hear back about a job I applied to, and I have no idea if they're just being incredibly thorough about, like, going through every application, or if they've just skipped over me and they're never going to send me an email about it. So yeah, I'm just constantly worrying about that. And... well, whenever I start thinking about it, especially at work, it just... I just get a heavy feeling, so I try to keep myself from thinking about it. And it can kind of work for a bit. It always ends up coming back, though. So I just have to keep distracting myself. But yeah, I'm just hoping that they're taking their time and they're gonna contact me. I mean, hell, I'd be okay with any kind of contact, even just them telling me like, yeah, you weren't selected to move forward. At the very least, now it's no longer now I'm no longer just wondering like, oh, is it gonna happen today? And I can just move on and stuff like that. But yeah, so that's how my week's been going so far. Right now, what I'm doing is trying to create some 3D references for some of the stuff I've been trying to draw, like basically just some 3D references to stuff I've been trying to draw because I've been having some issues just like figuring out like, okay, how is this supposed to look? Yeah, see, that would definitely be nice, yeah. And I just really, like, the unfortunate thing is I have no way of actually contacting the company I applied to figure out, like, hey, can I get an update on what's going on? I mean, there's, like, one email for, like, there is an email address for their, like, online career portal, but I don't really think they respond to that. Or at the very least, that one is only supposed to be for, like, if you have actual issues using the career portal, not if you want an update on some stuff. Ginger, I'm pretty sure I don't have a Discord command. Sorry about that. But I don't actually have like a Discord server, so yeah, not really much of a point of having a command for that. Okay, might want to... Okay, that looks like a good size for it. No, like, no worries, Ginger. No, like, don't worry about it. But yeah, okay, I feel like that'd be a good... That's a good general shape for a shoe. Okay. Well, I'm glad I managed to get it right in one. It just would have felt awkward to keep calling you Ginger Woman 31. And just calling you woman, well, women, or calling you 31. Both of those are just a really weird way to, like, address someone, even if they're like a Twitch chatter. Ginger's just... It's a more specific one than the other two, and it just feels less awkward to say. Yeah. Okay. So now I've got like this, and yeah. So general idea for this is I want to have this part kind of like stick out a bit. So if I have them all selected and then I scale it, okay, before I scale it, I need to turn off proportional editing because I just want to scale this part out. Oh, wait. That also scaled out in the back. Don't want that. Okay, I'm just gonna have to just manually select these ones. Okay. Okay, and don't worry about having to stay too long. Like, just, you don't gotta worry about that, Ginger. Honestly, I appreciate you just dropping in, chatting a bit. That's a perfectly acceptable amount of chatting. Alright. So, before you go, yep, got my posture check, making sure I'm not shrimping, and then the hydrate. Okay. Well, I'm probably not going to be still on when you wake up, Ginger. I have to wake up, like it's about 6:40 where I am, and I have to kind of, like, wake up at 4:30 in the morning to be able to get prepared for work, so this stream's only gonna, like, last till, like, about 18 more minutes. Okay, I mean, that... But, okay, so yeah, that looks... I mean, to be honest, I'm not exactly too opposed to kind of, like, not being completely flat on the back. Actually, it's pretty cool how I can actually just, like, look from behind and still see everything. Yeah, honestly, it's not that... Like, it actually looks kind of cool. Alright, Ginger, and I will have another stream tomorrow, and it will be going for longer, so... Yeah, I hope I can see you then. So, go get some nice sleep. At least as best a sleep as you can get. Good night. Okay. Let's turn that off for now. Like, I'm not exactly opposed to how this looks, because honestly, it looks pretty cool. Well, at the very least, I'm glad I was able to, like, edit this in a way that it isn't a massive pain in the ass to work with. Because, oh god, just trying to extrude some stuff out, that would have been... Ugh. That would have been a massive pain. Okay, that looks better for that. I wonder if how does the subdivision surface look like? Don't really like that. I mean, it is what I kind of needed to have happen. I'll admit that. Because I can't just have a blocky thing for the entirety of it. Oh, for now, let's just remove it. Stop. Okay. So I've got it like this. Still can't decide whether I want to keep it like pointing out like this or not, though. I wonder what it looks like if you try and put a loop cut on here. Oh, wow, that is a very strange... Oh, I still tried to put 2 loop cuts on this. That's interesting. Okay, might not be a bad idea to... Okay, just... If I select these... just kind of move them closer in like that. How does that look? Okay, that looks better. Then let's swap to vertices. Okay, no, I want to... Okay. I guess what I want to do is I have to move it like a bit along the X and Y axis at a time, and I wonder if I can do 2 at once. Yeah, no, okay. So let's try to move it there. Then move it under like that. How does that look? Okay, it does kind of move it in a bit. Oh, I can do the same here. Y, just gonna move it in there. Then X, move it up a bit. Like, okay. And then this one, honestly, if I just, that. No, not Y, X, just. Okay. Alright. So now G and X. Okay. And then we just move it so it's under there. And same over here. Alright. Now I do want... Now that can work for the front, but how about the back here? I mean, another thing might be just make this a bit bigger around here. I can stretch this part out so it covers more. That might be another way to go about this. Like, just have this one be flared out more and... Actually, yeah, I honestly might just do that. That's... That might be a bit too much flare. Maybe that much? Okay, that much looks much more reasonable. Still have the issue of the back here. But I might be able to resolve this just by just sliding it back a bit like this. And those are still in there, and okay, then I can just kind of take the corner part and just kind of like move it in a bit. And I mean, oh, no, do not delete that. I need to grab it first. Okay. Alright, I'd say it's looking pretty nice. Okay, so now how does this look with a subdivision surface on it? Too small. Yeah, I think I'm just not going to worry about having a subdivision surface on this one. Or if I am going to put one on there, I'll scale this up a bit so that it, like, still looks the right size. But I do gotta say, got a lot done today. I mean, to be fair, I didn't exactly have much. Okay, 3 things in Blender is a lot, alright? Although now I'm thinking this... Actually, maybe I should squash this a bit. Why isn't it selecting all of them? Yeah, it does it for that, but... Oh, actually, no, I want to do it for the entire thing, not just part of it. So I would go scale in the z-axis, so shrink it a bit. Oh, that's actually an interesting thing. That I don't want that, but... Yeah, if it's supposed to be a shoe and, like, it's below the greave. So that size... Actually, wait, would it be about half as tall? Maybe. Okay, you know what? That is something that I'm going to have to just, like, figure out. Like, I can just measure this shit. I have like I have a yardstick. I can see like how tall my foot, like from the sole of my foot to my ankle. I can see how tall that is and like how it compares proportionally to like my shin. Like I can figure that stuff out off stream. I don't have to try and piece it together right now while I should be trying to wrap up. And on that note, it is 7 p.m. where I am right now, so yeah, time to end it. Again, managed to get a lot accomplished, a lot more than I was thinking I would. Although if it's taken me this long to figure this stuff out, oof, that helmet is going to be a bit of a nightmare. Oh well. I'm in it for the long haul. Alright. So next stream will be tomorrow. And it will be Mega Man Star Force 2, and we're going to be finishing the game. And getting started on the post-game. And that's going to be fun, because once I start on the post-game, I'm not going to really restrict myself from using any of the extra stuff. Like, I'll use the max level for all the transit stuff. Well, star carriers for this, for 2. I'll use all the wave command cards I want, specifically the ones that boost Mega Man. I'll be going up against all the SP bosses, and, well, it's gonna be fun. Especially because 2 has a... Yeah, I'd say 2 definitely has a bigger post-game compared to 1's post-game. And it's a lot more fun. And also compared to 1, if I'm getting to a point where I'm just getting pissed at what's going on, like if a SP boss is just being really annoying, I can just use one of the wave command cards to start a fight in Tribe King and then just demolish them. It'll be fun. But yeah, okay. Alright, let's see who's on right now that we can raid into. Alright, there were a lot of people like doing some art, but I didn't know any of them, so I don't feel comfortable just raiding into them. Okay. You know what? This is a good one to raid into. We're going to be raiding into Varus Octane, and right now, he's working on some pixel art. So that'll be fun. Alright, I'll start the raid now. Alright, so for everyone who came in, whether you lurked, whether you chatted, thank you guys. I always appreciate having you guys here. Especially when I'm actually able to just start new things, interact with new stuff and all that. It's great having you guys here while I'm just messing around with stuff like this. It's fun. Alright. Yeah, like I already said, next stream is tomorrow, 5:30. Mega Man Star Force 2, yada yada yada. Alright. Okay. I hope you all have a wonderful morning, noon, afternoon, evening, day, night, wherever you are, whenever you are, whatever time zone you're in. I hope you have a wonderful time of it, and I hope I'll see you again tomorrow. Let's raid. And for the YouTube side of things, I'll be ending the stream here. I hope to see you guys tomorrow as well. Goodbye.